Hey, what's up? C'est Sam G. I posted on the Facebook page, the Brigade page, some questions about Cyberpunk 2020. Cyberpunk as always there's always a there's always been a special place in my heart for Cyberpunk. Since I'm young, since I've listened to Akira and watched Blade Runner and stuff like that, and and when I started an RPG, my first RPG I GM'd was Shadowrun, and I was like super excited about Cyberpunk, and so it has a special place, but I don't like Shadowrun's mechanic and design. I started to hate it. It's just like when your first love, you start to realize that it's painful and stuff like that, and you end up going like, no, never again. So I looked over Cyberpunk 2020 as maybe some form of salvation. Maybe the game is has a better design, better mechanic to it, and so I started to ask some questions, and I downloaded second edition, the best version, the one that has been cleaned up and everything, and I read it yesterday, and I gotta say it's really cool. It's really interesting. I talked with the Null Inquisitor last night about it, and he says it's because I said I really liked the design, the mechanic, the damage, the health mechanic, the wound system and stuff like that, and he said it's called Interlock. It's the Interlock system. He's full of wisdom. I don't know what it means, but it's I like it. It's for him it's classic. There's he's seen everything of that before, but I found that this game has style. Man, it's like, first there's an old chapter about style in this game, in this core book, and I've never seen that before. We've been discussing, over here, we've been discussing what is Cyberpunk, and a lot of the comments that came in that discussion was about the fact that it's style over function. That's what that's what stick to me. Style over function. And I gotta admit that when you look at what Shadowrun does, when you look at what Cyberpunk does, the way it presents itself, the way it proposed to play your character, it's really stylish. But Cyberpunk 2020 has a whole chapter about it. And if you look at the character sheet, on the other side, there's two sides to the character sheet. The first side is the skills, the stats, and all that, the classic thing. But on the other side, the full page is for your background, and there's a small section for your gear. But the whole page is about your style. Describe your style, and it encompasses stuff like motivations, beliefs, background, what you've experienced in your life and stuff like that. So there's a life path component to it, a little bit like Traveler, a little bit like Burning Wheel, like many other games that utilize this kind of approach to character creation. But Cyberpunk 2020 does it in a really cool way. And when I'm using the word cool here, it's totally appropriate, because there is a stat in Shadowrun called cool. It's like are you gonna be able to keep your cool? And man, I gotta say, I was really pleased by what I read yesterday. I'm not gonna go into much detail, but the fact that it uses half of his character sheet to emphasize on your style, who you are, what you believe in, what you want to do, what are you trying to accomplish as a character, is really interesting. And for an old game like that, it's really old. It's quite surprising. And here's why. The thing is that by reading it, I've noticed that there's not a lot of mechanic associated to your background and your style. So I understand that many people are gonna use that as fluff. It's just fluff, and many people might not even gonna read this chapter and just go, here's my character, and that's it. But I thought about a little hack, something quite simple, just to make it relevant, because this is this is what I want to do now. This is what I'm trying to achieve. I just want to give a little oomph to the game. So what I'm gonna do is that there is a luck stat in Cyberpunk 2020. It's basically like hero points or drama dice, but it's not presented like that. It can be used like that, but it's not presented like that. It's basically, you can add as many luck points you want to your rolls to make your roll better. So you, in the beginning of the game, when you create your character, you allow yourself points in the luck stat, and after every session, the luck stat fills up again. So you have the whole session to use your luck to get through hard times and hard rolls. Me, what I want to do is I'm simply gonna do this. If you want to get your luck back, you don't have to wait for the end of the session. Actually, it's not gonna work like that. It's gonna be, if you use your motivations, if you just like Burning Wheel does, if you use your motivation, if you use your style, if you put your style forward, if you use your belief, if you use your background to role play out what you do and justify your choices and actions, you get your luck back. So it's a dynamic economy. Now, what luck is gonna do? It's gonna give you more points to your rolls. I'm gonna use it like D&D 5 does. It's like you can roll 2d10 and take the higher of the two. But I will also use the drama dice stuff. I'm gonna say you can change the consequences of your action, of your roll. You can change the narration. You can change the scene by using luck point as well. And the higher number of luck points you use on that scene, the better the consequences are going to be for you. So for example, you fail a roll, so the GM starts to narrate what's up, and then you say I used 3 luck points, and I see that the cops arrive and everybody run for mercy, and I get rescued by the cops or whatever. You just change the scene. So I had this narrative component, collaborative component through the luck stat in the game. So that's quite simple. I just add and I link it to the style and motivation, and just that's gonna give the game a lot of collaborative aspect to it. Plus using the player narrates on success and the GM narrates on failure, so that's create a collaborative environment as well. So this game is really stylish, and actually, since it's really old school and its technology is just really not appropriate to 2014. We're just gonna how can I say that, adjust the technological level to make it fit our needs. But yeah, that's and yeah, I'm gonna add a positive negative component to the reputation stat as well, which is not represented on the character sheet. What else am I gonna do? Yeah, it's that's the only hack really I want to use. It's basically just make sure the players are engaging the style and motivations and background of their character, and create that reward system with the luck stat. And so that's gonna reinforce their to roleplay their character and make him change over time just by creating that economy right there. So yeah, it's a really good game, and I think it's gonna be my go-to Cyberpunk for now. I'm gonna test it out soon, and I'm gonna get back at you on this one. But yeah, man, yeah, good stuff, really good stuff. And and I'm not gonna use the Netrunner bullshit, you know, with all those crunchy rules. It's, you want to net run your shit, it's gonna be based on an intention roll, just like Running Wheels, skill based, really simple. You go like this. You say you want to hack into the system, describe me what you want to do, then roll your skill, and I'm gonna give you modifiers according to the level of difficulty. You know, it's just gonna make it skill based. You don't need that subsystem that takes 4 hours, and I don't want to read through that bullshit. Just make it skill based, just like any other skill. You know, it's just gonna be that simple. You know, nobody wants to get bogged down reading, learning those crunchy rules for nothing, and nobody wants to bog down the table with going to net running. You know, it's just make it skill based, just like you shooting a gun. You hacking the system just like you're shooting a gun. You know. All right. Anyway, great read, Cyberpunk 2020. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. And thank you for watching. And if you know about a game that has style like Cyberpunk 2020, just let me know. I wanna see more of those games that use an old chapter to talk about style. All right. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.